like unfairly, like in her games and stuff like that?
I think it's definitely like star players aren't ever treated fairly.
Candace Parker, a three-time champion and one of the most respected voices in the game, has finally weighed in on the controversy surrounding Caitlin Clark and how she's being treated in the WNBA. And when someone with Parker's reputation speaks, people listen. During a recent encounter with reporters from TMZ, Parker was asked the question fans everywhere have been debating non-stop. Is Caitlin Clark being treated unfairly in the league? With the spotlight on the issue and tensions already high around Clark's rookie journey, Parker's response added serious weight to a conversation that has been dominating the basketball world.
Second year, she's already broken a record for most 25-point 10 assist games. In her second year, she holds that record. But what's being done to her right now is an absolute shame. She is by far the most important, most popular person the WNBA has ever seen in its history. And yet she's getting treated like crap every time she steps on that floor.
Candace Parker delivered a response that felt like a true mic drop moment, cutting straight to the harsh reality of professional basketball. When asked about the treatment of Caitlin Clark in the WNBA, Parker didn't sugarcoat anything. Star players are never treated fairly. Just like that, in one simple line, she summed up a truth that veterans have understood for decades. The brighter the spotlight, the tougher the treatment. When you're the biggest name in the league, every defender wants to test you, every critic wants to question you, and every moment gets magnified. And that's exactly why Parker's statement carries so much weight. This isn't coming from a random analyst or social media debate. It's coming from one of the most respected champions in the sport. Someone who has lived through the pressure, the scrutiny, and the physical battles that come with being the face of the game. Her words also shift the narrative around Clark's rookie journey. What many fans see as unfair treatment might simply be the reality of superstardom in professional basketball. When a player arrives with as much hype and attention as Clark, the league naturally becomes more intense, more physical, and far more scrutinized. And that's why Parker's perspective matters so much right now. It reframes the entire conversation. Instead of asking whether Clark is being singled out, the real question might be something else entirely. Is she simply experiencing the same superstar treatment that every great player before her had to endure?
Candace Parker has been kind of caught in a little bit of controversy. Because TMZ pulled up on her. Candace Parker had TMZ pulling up on her today. And that's when the WNBA made it. When TMZ is just randomly pulling up.
First, let's talk about why the timing of these comments matters so much. Candace Parker shared her perspective right as the basketball world was reacting to unexpected news involving Caitlin Clark. For the first time in years, Clark is being forced to the sidelines after suffering a left quadriceps strain, a setback that will keep her out for at least 2 weeks, according to the Indiana Fever. What makes this moment so shocking is Clark's almost unbelievable durability. Since her sophomore year of high school back in 2017, she had never missed a game due to injury. That streak carried all the way through her historic college career at University of Iowa and into the WNBA. The numbers make it even more impressive. 139 straight games played during her college career at Iowa. 44 regular season games in her rookie WNBA season without missing a single one. 4 years, Clark built a reputation as one of the most durable players in basketball, someone who simply never sat out. But now, for the first time in her collegiate and professional career, that streak has finally been broken. And that's what makes this moment such a huge talking point. The player who has been at the center of constant headlines, physical defenses, and non-stop attention is now facing the ultimate test of durability, being forced to step away from the court.
Caitlin Clark to miss at least 2 weeks with a suffered left quad strain. A minimum, folks, keyword here, minimum of 2 weeks. That's when they're saying she's going to be reevaluated to see if she can go. In a minimum of 2 weeks.
When Candace Parker was asked about Caitlin Clark tying her career triple-double record so early in her career, the veteran responded with nothing but class and respect. It's awesome. It's great. I think she has so many more years of greatness ahead of her. It's been really good watching her play, Parker told reporters. And honestly, that reaction says a lot. Instead of feeling threatened by Clark's rapid rise, Parker embraced it. She recognized the moment for what it truly is, the arrival of another special talent in the WNBA. That's the mindset of a true legend. Parker understands that greatness in the game isn't something to compete with after your era, it's something to appreciate. By praising Clark's accomplishments, she showed the kind of respect that connects different generations of the sport. In other words, Parker isn't worried about her records being matched or broken. She's celebrating the fact that the next wave of stars, led by Clark, is continuing to push the game forward.
I wanted to ask about Caitlin Clark. She just tied with you on your career triple doubles. I mean, how do you feel having her like match you so early in her career?
It's awesome. It's great. I think she has so many more years to come of greatness. So it's been good watching her play.
But here's where the story becomes even more intriguing. The debate surrounding Caitlin Clark and how she's being treated in the WNBA isn't just a controversy created by overly passionate fans online. These concerns have been building steadily since her rookie season. From the moment Clark stepped onto the court with the Indiana Fever, the level of physical defense she faced immediately became a talking point across the league. Many observers noted that the intensity directed at her seemed unusually high for a first-year player. Several on-court moments have fueled the debate even further. Hard fouls, aggressive defensive plays, and heated exchanges have repeatedly sparked conversations among fans, analysts, and former players. The big question people keep asking is whether this is simply the normal physicality of professional basketball, or if some opponents are pushing things beyond competition and into something more personal. For some, it's just the reality of being a superstar rookie who entered the league with enormous hype and attention. When a player arrives with that kind of spotlight, every opponent wants to prove something. But for others, the pattern of physical play has raised eyebrows and kept the conversation alive. And that's why the issue refuses to disappear. It sits right at the intersection of competition, rivalry, and the pressure that comes with being one of the most talked about players in the sport today.
Will this be the wake-up call the WNBA needs? Caitlin Clark is out for at least 2 weeks. Now, we are going to see what you guys, not just the Indiana Fever, we're going to see what type of numbers this league can turn over without her.
If you're enjoying the breakdown, make sure to subscribe. Remember the incident involving Chindy Carter and Caitlin Clark? The moment that instantly went viral across the basketball world. During the game, Carter delivered a shoulder check from behind, sending Clark crashing to the floor. At first, officials ruled it a common foul, but after reviewing the play, the WNBA later upgraded it to a flagrant foul and fined Carter $1,000. What really kept the conversation alive, though, was Carter's reaction afterward. She showed little regret, explaining that the intensity simply comes with the territory of competition. As she put it, "At the end of the day, it's all love outside of basketball. When we're in those 4 lines, it's smoke. After that, it's all love." Still, moments like that are exactly why fans and analysts keep questioning whether something deeper is happening when Clark steps on the court. Is it just competitive fire, or is the league's most talked about rookie becoming a specific target for extra physical play? Even legendary Gino Auriemma, the iconic coach from University of Connecticut, weighed in on the debate. Auriemma didn't mince words when discussing the situation, saying that even superstars in the past weren't treated this way, including basketball icon Michael Jordan. That's a bold statement coming from someone with Auriemma's decades of experience coaching elite players. When a coach who has seen generations of talent says Clark's treatment stands out as unusual, it adds serious weight to the argument that what she's facing on the court might be more than just normal rookie challenges. And that's why this conversation refuses to fade away. Every hard foul, every heated moment, and every comment from respected figures keeps fueling the debate about exactly what Clark is experiencing in the league right now.
It's unbelievable that the WNBA just refuses to take this W. They refuse to take the win that is Caitlin Clark. They are putting every landmine in front of them. Players and members of teams are calling entire fan bases racist. Brittany Griner, when asked about new fans of the game and more eyeballs on television to the product and everything else, says, "Oh yeah, I don't want the new racist fans. All these racists that are in the league that like Caitlin Clark. I don't like what's going on. I certainly don't like that. I don't want them." I mean, just take the W. It's going to mean more money for everybody. All the good players in the WNBA are going to make more money. But
this is exactly where the perspective of Candace Parker becomes incredibly valuable. She isn't just commenting from the outside, she's lived through this reality herself. Back in 2008, during her rookie season in the WNBA, Parker experienced her own dramatic welcome to the league moment. A heated game at the Palace of Auburn Hills erupted into a full-blown on-court brawl, highlighting just how intense and physical the league could be for a rising star. The extra attention, the physical play, the feeling of being targeted, Parker went through all of it. That's why when she says star players aren't ever treated fairly, it carries real weight. She's not making a casual observation, she's speaking from first-hand experience. However, not everyone agrees with the idea that Caitlin Clark is being unfairly singled out. Another legendary figure in the sport, Rebecca Lobo, has pushed back against that narrative. Lobo argues that what Clark is experiencing is simply the reality of being a top-tier player in a highly competitive league. According to her, the intense physicality fans are noticing has been a fundamental part of WNBA basketball for years. From her perspective, Clark isn't being targeted, she's being defended the way elite players always are. Still, even Lobo acknowledges that Clark is facing some very unusual defensive pressure. She pointed out that it's rare to see a rookie picked up full court, 94 feet, without the ball or face-guarded 35 feet from the basket while standing on the opposite side of the floor. That kind of defensive attention is extreme even by professional standards. It shows just how seriously opponents are taking Clark's scoring and playmaking ability. So the debate continues. Some see the physicality as unfair treatment, while others see it as the ultimate sign of respect. The kind of pressure reserved only for players who are already considered dangerous enough to change the game the moment they touch the ball.
Like, why is this happening? The Caitlin Clark phenomenon is one that I got wrong. I never really thought that Caitlin Clark would make the difference that she has in college basketball or in the WNBA. What other sports analogies are out there that are in any way similar to the impact that one individual has had on a larger sporting universe?
Caitlin Clark's arrival in the WNBA has gone far beyond the usual debates about race, visibility, or privilege in sports. Instead, it has firmly established her as one of the most influential figures the league has seen in its 28-year history. While conversations about representation in women's basketball still matter, Clark's impact has shifted the spotlight toward something even bigger: the rise of a truly generational talent who is drawing fans from every background and pushing the league into an entirely new level of mainstream attention. Clark combines elite on-court ability with a magnetic personality that resonates far beyond basketball. She isn't just a standout player, she has become a cultural phenomenon, someone whose influence stretches into media, business, and global sports conversations. Her dominance has also changed how greatness in the WNBA is discussed. When Clark tied the career triple-double record of Candace Parker in just her 44th professional game, it wasn't simply another stat line. It was a powerful statement that Clark might be operating on a completely different level. Some analysts have compared her impact to that of Larry Bird during the NBA's surge in popularity in the 1980s. But even that comparison doesn't fully capture the situation. Bird entered an already established league, whereas Clark is actively expanding the WNBA's economic and cultural reach in real time. The numbers tell part of the story. Her presence is projected to generate hundreds of millions in economic impact, with massive spikes in television ratings, ticket demand, and sponsorships. Games involving the Indiana Fever are drawing ticket prices that rival many NBA matchups, while merchandise featuring Clark's name has become one of the league's biggest revenue drivers. In many ways, Clark's rise represents a turning point for the WNBA. She isn't just dominating games, she's changing the scale of the league itself, bringing new fans, new investment, and a level of global attention that women's basketball has rarely experienced before.